Have you ever wondered where in the world is the most expensive place to live? Presenting you the most expensive countries in the world in 2022. At number 10, we have Singapore. Alcohol in Singapore is considered a luxury item, making it extortionately expensive. A mid-range bottle of wine costs $21.99. To put that into perspective, indulging in a glass of wine in Singapore is 45.43 more expensive than in America. That's not all that's costly either. Childcare in Singapore is among the world's most expensive, costing the average family a staggering $18,000 a year. At number 9, we have Bahamas. Ever daydream about escaping to the paradise that is the Bahamas? Well, unfortunately, island life comes at a cost. The majority of commodities have to be imported, which is a contributing factor towards the steep cost of living. And while other tropical locations, such as Barbados and Bermuda, are more expensive to buy groceries in, prices in the Bahamas are still steep due to a competitive housing market and import taxes. At number 8, we have Israel. Tel Aviv was ranked the most expensive city in the world in 2021, not least because it's home to the most expensive McDonald's menu, with prices starting at more than $17. Unsurprisingly, with an index score of 84.77, the cost of day-to-day living in Israel as a whole is steep. At number 7, we have Luxembourg. Luxembourg has a small population compared to most countries on this list, with just over 632,000 inhabitants. The country has an impressive minimum wage of around $17 per hour for skilled workers over the age of 18, which is one of the highest in the world. And it's not just Luxembourgers who are benefiting from it, as the majority of the country's workforce is made up of cross-border workers from France and other neighboring countries. Despite the generous wages, most Luxembourg residents still choose to do their grocery shopping in France, where everything is considerably cheaper. At number 6, we have Denmark. Copenhagen ranks as the 8th most expensive city in the world. The Danish capital is particularly pricey for anyone wishing to do some retail therapy. A pair of jeans, for example, are more expensive than in any other city, with a price tag of $100. Shoes don't come cheap either, with a pair of Nikes or similar costing around $121. Denmark's overall cost of living is steep in general, and just misses out on ranking in the top 5 most expensive countries to live in. At number 5, we have Barbados. Much like the Bahamas, living in Barbados comes with logistical challenges that contribute to it being one of the priciest places to reside. Importing goods makes everything more expensive, and local purchasing power in Barbados ranks low at just 30.74. The cost of island life hasn't dented the country's education system, however. The Barbados government has poured a lot of money into the predominantly state-owned system, and the island has one of the world's highest literacy rates at 99.6. At number 4, we have Iceland. Iceland has tight regulations when it comes to importing foreign goods, which ultimately drives up the prices of products. In fact, grocery prices in the county are among the highest in the world. There is some consolation when it comes to the cost of utilities, however, as the country's infrastructure relies heavily on inexpensive geothermal heating. At number 3, we have Norway. The priciest of the Scandinavian countries, Norway takes 3rd place overall on our list. It has a steep VAT rate of 25, one of the highest in the world, which pushes up the cost of most everyday items. Food has a lower tax rate at just 15, but is still considered expensive. In fact, Norway is the third most expensive place in the world to buy groceries. Food shopping in Norway is 29.67 more costly than in neighboring Sweden. At number 2, we have Switzerland. Both Geneva and Zurich are among the world's 10 most expensive cities, with life in Switzerland exorbitantly priced in general. Childcare, dining out, and cinema tickets are just a few examples of everyday things for which the country is among the most expensive in the world. On the plus side, the country boasts high purchasing power with a score of 102.77. So if you can afford it, Switzerland can offer an excellent lifestyle. Want further proof? It claims the top spot in the Quality of Life Index. At number 1, we have Bermuda. Bermuda has surpassed Switzerland to become the most expensive country in the world to live in. Like many other island nations, Bermuda produces almost no food or consumer goods and is completely dependent on commodities being shipped in, usually from the US. As a result, it's the most costly country in the world to buy groceries. What's more, import taxes in Bermuda are exorbitant, resulting in higher costs on the retail value of everything from food to fuel. In fact, import taxes are the government's second largest source of revenue after payroll taxes.